So I just picked up something from Facebook Marketplace that I am so excited about. It's to go into my backyard. I can't wait to show you. So we're here at the Home Depot because I need to buy some fertilizer for it. I'm a brand new owner to this type of plant, but they grow really well in Alaska. A lot of my friends have them and they do so well. And they produce the best fruit to go into the freeze dryer. Let's go see if I can find the fertilizer first. Okay, I'm feeling like I got the deal of a lifetime because I'm gonna give you a little spoiler alert. I bought raspberry plants. Each plant here is $20. You won't believe how much I paid. I'll tell you when I get back to my car and show you them. And you can see the size of these ones. The ones I got are really nice and tall. Well, they didn't have the berry fertilizer that I was looking for. According to Google, they have it at Fred Meyer, so we're just gonna head there and hope they have it. But let's go to the car and I'll show you the raspberries that are taking over my car right now. Here they are. So I put them sideways because they were too tall to stand up. So yes, they are making a little bit of a mess here, but I purchased 10 plants. I've got 6 in these little containers, and then I'll show you the other ones over there. And then we've got a couple more in these containers here, and I think they look so beautiful. I hope they do okay being transplanted into our backyard. I have a raised walk wall along the back of my fence line in the backyard where I'm going to plant these, and I really hope they take and they do okay. Since nothing's been planted there before, I want to get the fertilizer just to help these be strong and do well. All right, we're gonna check out Fred Meyer's garden center and see if we can find the berry food. All right, Fred Meyer to the rescue. They have the berry food. So I think this is what I'm gonna use to try to help strengthen these berries. 6 tablespoons into the top 3 to 6 inches of soil and water thoroughly. So this should be plenty for my 10 plants. Yeah, okay, we're good. We went from 3 days of hot to it's cold and chilly and kind of cloudy today. Oh, we got a loud plane above us, but here's how Alaska's looking today. I like it better warm. We're gonna head back and see what it's gonna take to get these planted in the ground. I know the soil is kind of hard where I'm gonna be planting these, so it's gonna take some elbow grease to get these holes dug. So I'm gonna head home and I'll show you where I'm planning to put these and get to work. It's a little sad how out of breath I am, but this is the retaining wall where I'm gonna plant the raspberries. You can see I've spaced them out across here. Now these are a wild raspberry that grows from what's back here in our neighbor's yard, but they have never produced any fruit, ever. So I don't know if I should cut them out or just let them live. I am gonna go and cut out these little weeds and stuff. Anything that doesn't look like a raspberry. But I'm thinking the rest can just stay and that it's not that big of a deal. I don't know, we will see. All right, it's time to start digging. Do you like my new Kenny Chesney cup? I got this at the concert at the Sphere in Vegas last week or the week before. And it's a funny story how I got this cup. I don't know how hard these holes are gonna be to dig, but I'm just gonna get going and see. These Kenny cups only came if you bought these specialty drinks that were very expensive, and I wasn't getting any of those, but I really wanted a Kenny cup. So after the concert was over, I was checking people's seats to see if anyone left one behind and checking the garbage cans, and no one left any behind. There were people outside when we were walking back to our hotel who had stacks 10 high of these Kenny cups, and I finally was I wonder if I could buy one off someone. So I offered a lady $5 for one of her Kenny cups, and she agreed. And I think that was a great deal, and I am so happy. Our grass is looking very sad. We have planted new seed down because our grass never came back after this winter. Normally it regrows back just fine, but we had a really weird winter with hardly any snow, and the lack of snow, I think, killed our grass, which is weird. So we've got new seed down, trying to grow some more, and we can't mow it. That's why it's so long, and yeah. But I got my first raspberry planted. I was very happy that the soil was not hard to get through at all. I don't know if I should dig it a little deeper because the foliage doesn't start till there. I don't know if I should have put it lower. I have no idea what I'm doing. So if any of you are raspberry experts, please help me in the comments. I'm adding some of my leftover potting mix from my grain stock, mixing it in with the soil. Google told me that was okay, so I'm doing it. And then I added the berry food, mixed it in, and then recovered it with the bark chip. I'm kind of pulling the weeds as I go. And yeah, just, you know, a bunch more to do, but I think this is gonna work. I mean, we will see. I'm excited about these. Well, I am a total mess. I got 6 of them planted and I've already watered them in. I'll show you how they are looking. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, if you know anything about raspberries, do you think I need to stake these with some type of stake in the middle to keep them upright? I don't know these things. I could do some research, but some of you might know. So if you got any tips, let me know. And then I've got, these are a few different plants. I think I'm going to separate them into 4 sections and put them up here on this high part. But I am tired and need to go make dinner. So I will check back in with you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully I can get this done. And then I'm gonna have raspberries in my backyard. I'm so excited if they grow. Good morning, it is the next day. I need to get these blueberries? They're raspberries planted before I have to run to my daughter to gymnastics. So I'm gonna try to do it kind of quickly, but the raspberries are looking pretty good. They're kind of leany, so I do think I need to stake them up. Maybe I can find some stakes at like Lowe's or something. Maybe I should have buried them deeper, but that was about as deep as I could get them without hitting like a rocky area down in this dirt. So we're just gonna hope it works. I got gloves today. I was filthy after planting yesterday. I'm not someone who is like good about making sure I wear gloves. So hopefully today's gonna be a little bit cleaner. I did it. I am so excited. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just need to get these watered in. And then we are gonna watch these babies grow. Well, I hope. If these don't survive my very inexperienced planting job, oh well, it was worth a $50 try, right? I am just getting them watered in. And then I hope they grow. My friend who is on YouTube, This Alaska Life, she has an amazing raspberry patch on her property. And a few years ago, she let us pick a bunch of raspberries from her patch. And they were the most delicious raspberries ever. And we freeze-dried them and they freeze-dried so beautifully. So if I could get some raspberries to put in the freeze dryer, and they're good to just eat, and they're so good to mix into like yogurts, frostings, desserts, all kinds of things. These are the volunteer, what we think are raspberry plants that just grow from like the foliage back here, but they never produce any fruit. So, or do you think you know what else this could be? We've just assumed that's what it is. But if you got any tips for me, let me know. Or if I should just rip it out. But I'm hoping the real raspberry plants take and flourish. Thank you so much for watching. This was really fun for me to do, and I was excited to bring you guys along with me. If you got any raspberry keeping tips for me, please leave them down in the comments because I am a newbie, but I love trying new things. So make sure you are subscribed so you can keep up with the progress of our raspberries here in Alaska. Remember, when you freeze dry today and plant and grow your own food, you secure your tomorrow. Bye, friends.